Tweets today. Prime Minister Keir Starmer says no one has apologised to pensioners over winter fuel because the decision we made was the right decision. We had to stabilise the economy, he told. No one's apologised because they can't, because they've got political dysmorphia. And what that means is they simply cannot see the damage they are doing to the country. All they can do is blame the other parties who absolutely fundamentally cocked things up along the way. No one's saying they didn't, but in this one, it was you, Keir. So you should apologise. You need to apologise, but you have political dysmorphia. The next one we've got is a tweet from Keir himself. My government, it's not your government, it's our government, Keir. My government was elected on a mandate for change. Our first job was to stabilise the economy and public finances. Okay, well, why didn't you then? Okay, that was your first job and you didn't do it. So let's keep going back to the text. I have to do 2 screens. You know I can't do that. Now we move into a new chapter to deliver on our promise of change. We're investing in Britain's renewal so you and your family are better off. How am I better off? The question I'm asking you is how am I better off? I don't want any of your waffle, any of your crap, any of your we did this because they did that. I want you to tell me price by price by price how I'm better off. I want you to start with the cost of existence. I want you to start with the supermarket. I want you to start with the products on the shelves. Then I want you to move on to energy. Then I want you to move on to housing. Then I want you to move on to everything else in life. Insurance, transport, everything. I want you to go on an Excel spreadsheet bit by bit by bit and tell me how I am better off. Because someone somewhere's looked up the maths like you wouldn't believe. And honestly speaking, Keir, it ain't me. So let's get back to that. Now I know, Keir, you don't like hearing what people have to say, so I'm going to do it for you. Russ says, me, you really should think before you post. Your government was elected by idiots who believed your lies and you had a similar share than in 2019, and since taking power you've this country to the point even most of those that voted you wouldn't again. You and your party are despised on all levels by all classes, and today will be another example of Labour doing all it can to bankrupt the UK before we finally remove you one-term government that will remain unelectable for the next few generations. Well, I don't think we need to have any deciphering of that. It's pretty clear. Somebody else says, all your government has done is lie, pre-election and constantly after it, and such we have no mandate at all. Resign. Ooh. Your government lied before your election. You've changed our country for the worse. You failed on your first job and every other job. Stabilise the economy. You can't stabilise your poll ratings. You've taken money away from families and putting it straight into already overfunded public institutions. Labour is criminal, corrupt. Okay, can't read that. It's not your government, says somebody else. You didn't get in on a mandate. You got in because of a protest vote because of the Tories' shambolic tenure. Agreed. But you are 100 times worse. The country is depressed because of you. You haven't stabilised the economy. You're tanking it. The change you promised isn't for the good of the British people. We're worse off. Every bill has gone up. Shopping is up. You are the worst government we could have. Now, I mean, we could go on and on and on. Keir, that's the top 3 under your tweet. You have royally, unequivocally let you throw in any words you want. You've utterly screwed this up. So there's 2 options. I know you're not going to go for option 1, which is resign. So let's go for option 2. Sack your entire government. Sack the lot of them. Reeves, Phillipson, Rayner, Morgan, Brash, the lot. Get gone and start again. Okay, and then we'll muddle through this because at some point there'll be a vote of no confidence and then you'll be gone and then we'll have the next lot of shit show in. And this is exactly it. And excuse my language, but I'm so frustrated. There's nothing to pick between all 3. You're all abysmal. So let's just hope the 2 sitting in the wings are taking note of this and not wasting their time like Labour did for the past 14 years. Let's hope that the 2 that are sitting in the wings are furiously taking notes, are listening and reading the comments of the British people, the voting British people. And let's hope that they actually do something that acts for the British people, not against them, not for their own ideologies, not because at some point in their life somebody was mean to them and picked on them and they're going to make an entire nation pay because of what happened to them when they were younger, not because of what their dad said, not because they joined a party when they were 3.5 and they were saying, please can I have another fruit shoot? Oh, and can we vote Labour? None of that rubbish. They are hopefully sitting in the wings, listening, seeing, adding up, using their tills and their computers and working out what it is that this economy and this country needs so that when they do get into power, they don't do the same as you've done, which is disastrous. I'm sorry for the rant. I'm not really sorry for the rant. It actually makes me feel better. I love your comments when you all say, oh my goodness, Hannah, your heart rate. It doesn't really go up that much. I mean, I'm used to it. I've got a family. It's what we do all the time. But on Keir, and you know what I'd really, really love as well? I'd love to go opposite him. I would. And I'd love to go opposite Rach. And I'd love to go opposite Bridge. Question time, good morning, Britain, whatever you like. I'm there. I'm in. I'm all in. Because I'm just not bothered. I just, what have they got to say to me that I haven't already heard and I'm not already living? I've got nothing to lose. I mean, literally, what could they do? But what could I do? I could give them one of these rants. And if nothing else, they could sit there going, whoa, she doesn't come up for air, does she? And that in itself is a win, isn't it? Oh, please like, subscribe and share. Right, on that note, I need to go and pick one up and go and get to the doctor's appointment that we've waited 4.5 weeks for. And I suspect we're going to have some further intervention after this. How long are we going to have to wait for that for? I give you the NHS, which I love. You all know I love it. I want to work in it when I've qualified. But this is where we're at the minute. Who to thank? You, Starmer, you.